story and the other stories that we're going to bring today, what they make about this. Stay there. Pastor Brian Madden with us today. Pastor, good morning to you.
Good morning, Stephen.
This is a widespread problem. That story we've just heard, indicative of what is going on throughout the country.
Yes, my heart goes out to that lady because in the last 4 weeks, Stephen, I have dealt with a number of young people who have been on this drug, paranoia. They've had paranoia, they've had severe depression, and also each one of them tried to commit suicide. And I'm very alarmed at it. I've spoke to MPs, I've been on the media. I know that the Advisory Council on the Misuse of Drugs reported this to the Health Minister in the 22nd of December 2009, and it still seems that nothing has been done about it. I know of a shop in Belfast, which I can't name, where anyone can go into the street and get 1 gram of this for £35, and this guy's not selling it to feed plants, which is absolutely ridiculous. I know of children who, listening to the mother there, I understand where she's coming from, Stephen. When you confront a young person on mephadrone, they're on a different planet. They don't understand what you're actually saying to them. I've watched the PSNI on Friday nights when we do our street pastors work, and young people on this are confronting the PSNI in a violent way, losing their temper, and the PSNI don't even know how to control them. It's a terrible, terrible drug that really, needs to be banned right away. I'm concerned because I think some people at higher level are losing touch with grassroots people. When you hear parents coming on, you hear of children dying. I wonder what on earth is going on in the bureaucratic state of government.
Do you know what? And we'll not do so today, but we very well may do so tomorrow. I'm of the view that we should be naming the shops that are selling this stuff. Now, we will not do so today. But I think as a programme, if we go out and if we're given details by you, the public, as to who is selling this, I think we should, on tomorrow's programme, be naming the shops who are selling this.
Yeah, I would agree with you, Stephen. I could get, we work with drug rehab, so if any parents have problems with their children and they're interested in getting them off it, we have drug rehabs, Christian drug rehabs that can help them out. But I would agree with you. I have no problem getting a list of the name of the shops as long as it's legally okay for me to do too.
We'll check all that out.
Yeah, and name them and shame them, because these guys know exactly what they're doing. To charge £35 for 1 gram when you can buy it for £9 a gram on the internet, he knows exactly what he's doing.
It doesn't matter how much they're charging. When they hear a story like Liz's today about her son,
yes, sir.
And that relationship between son and mother now gone, and
yes.
this kid at 15 years of age in trouble, and you're telling me people are trying suicides and trying to kill themselves, young people, and how a shopkeeper can then bring this stuff in and stick it on their shelf and make a profit from it? Sick. Absolutely sick.
Yeah, absolutely no moral conscience at all, Stephen. They don't care. All they're interested in is laying in their pockets.
Sick.
We have drug dealers here in North Belfast, and what they're doing is, I heard the other month, they're blaming the UDN selling it, which is not true. The UDN North Belfast didn't sell it, and what these guys done was the drug dealers tried to put the blame on them to take the blame away from themselves. I confronted a drug dealer who was buying it for £2 a gram and selling it for 20 on the streets, and I told him I was passing his name on to the police if he didn't stop, and he said to me, well, as exact words were to me, Stephen, well, I'm making £18.
Let's hear another story. Danielle, good morning to you.
Good morning, how are you?
What story have you got?
Well, first of all, I'd like to say how sorry I am to hear, Liz, about your troubles with your son. Trust me, been there, done that, bought the T-shirt. This drug has completely destroyed my sister's life. Like I've never seen such a fast deterioration in a person's personality. It was just unbelievable. So aggressive. She's thrown chairs at me. She's beaten me up. She's been, verbally abusive to my mother. It's just, the three of us.
Within what period of time did she change?
It was very quick. I would say within a matter of weeks. We knew she was smoking cannabis, but it just went absolutely mad. Christmas was hell. Christmas was absolute hell. The day after Boxing Day, I confronted her because she was taking all of her Christmas presents out of the house, and she went and sold them down in a shop in Carrickfergus. and I knew, and then she'd gone missing for days on end, you know.
She's selling her Christmas presents in order to buy mephadrone.
Yeah, I mean, it's not... 6 months ago, people were experimenting with it, you know, and now they're completely hooked on it. My sister has been on mephadrone now. She's off it now for 4 weeks, thank God.
She just got out of rehab yesterday.
Yes, she did. Whether she's ready or not is a different question, but she's determined.
Tell me, Danielle, about the bridge of her nose. What's happened to it?
Well, this drug is so corrosive that... well, first of all, she's having heart palpitations. She had the only way you could describe her change in personality was something similar to like schizophrenia or, you know, bipolar or something like that.
Scary.
Because of the corrosiveness of the drug, it completely wore away the bridge of her nose. She was having constant hemorrhaging. Her nose was constantly bleeding. She was having what her and her boyfriend called brain shocks. So there were like big zaps of electric going through her brain. She couldn't speak. She couldn't eat. She just can't function. Now that she's, you know, I've been interviewing her and I've been campaigning against this, and she actually, she actually said that while she was on it, it's not just the problem of the actual drug, it's that the drug gives you a high like nothing else, you know. And while she was on this drug, she was taking all different sorts of, you know, amphetamines. She was taking cocaine as well, and there was one time she took 4 tablets of ecstasy, and the high was nowhere near what it was to mephadrone. And I mean, it's crazy. She said cocaine never did anything for her, you know. Cocaine never did anything for her, and this drug, which is 100% legal, completely, as she would say, wiped her out, you know.
So what you've got here is you've got a drug that's very, very cheap, gives you massive highs, and is very, very addictive. Look, you know, let me just widen this out to the rest of us listening this morning. As a parent or someone just driving along the road on your way to work listening to this morning, what on earth can we do? What do you suggest we do? You have seen dealers, Danielle.
Yeah.
Giving this stuff to children as young as what?
Well, my sister has actually witnessed dealers sitting in children's play parks with it, selling it to kids in primary schools.
Tell me that's not true.
Pardon?
Tell me that's not true.
No, it is true. I wish it wasn't true. I 100% assure you that it is. They sell it to them and tell them that it's sugar.
Pastor Bran Madden, have you heard of that?
Stephen, yes, I concur. I know Danielle and her sister. Yes, we have children under secondary school age, and they have been taking this as well. There's no question about that.
And what it actually is now is then the children in secondary school are going and selling it to the primary school children as well. So it's, I think I read in a newspaper recently there was a child aged 5 or 6 years old that was completely addicted to it. I mean, it's not, you know, there's no age boundary. I mean, there's children as young as 5 or 6. And then you get, I think the oldest person, which isn't that old, was maybe in his 40s, you know. So it's not it's not just a teenage thing. It's a wide spread of people, definitely.
Let me hear from another caller now, a Crumlin caller. Good morning to you.